Okay, this personality of mine is sponsored by Celsius. The best 20 minutes you'll feel if you're sober.
A Galaxy Vibe flavor.
I love anything with a vibe. Creates a vibe.
And this episode is brought to you by Mountain Valley Spring Water. Because...
your mouth is dry from smoking pot.
No, Carlisle. Because if you're going to have water in a flannel, why not have it be from a mountain too?
There you go. You look like a mountain man.
Mountain man.
I got this downstairs. Hey, y'all. Welcome here for the hang. I am your host, Carlisle Forrester.
And I am Bryan Agnew. This spot...
You're supposed to say co-host.
No, I'm just going to say host.
No, that's the same. It doesn't mean any lesser of a thing.
No, we're both co-hosts.
Yeah, but you say host goes first, then co-host.
What do they do in the news?
I think they do that.
I think they just drop in.
I don't watch the news.
Well, I know that.
Caught.
Got.
I get my news from
Podcast.
Perez Hilton. And this podcast, whenever my co-host, Bryan Agnew, alerts me to what's in the news.
I am your co-host, Bryan Agnew, and I'm going second because I'm a male and this is the 21st century.
That's right. We're your solidarity shades.
Chivalry.
We're your solidarity shades. You said you were going to not leave me alone in this.
I got you.
Ooh, and there's an itch coming in. Y'all, I'm not trying to be cool. I have an eye infection going on, so that's why I'm holding this. Wearing these. And we'll get into that in 1 second. But can I just tell you, the Russian lady downstairs...
Oh my God, I just had a nice interaction with her as well. But yes, please tell me.
I had a great interaction with her as well. Always do.
Okay.
Love her. Did you meet the dogs?
I met the dogs.
She brought the dogs to work today.
Did you know that the dogs were behind the door? And I go in there and she's like, hey, how are you? Good, whatever. I get water. I got you a Celsius.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's why I did it. So you would say thank you. And then we would record it and then people would know how nice I was.
But I got my own because,
yeah,
like you said,
you got your own.
Women, 2025.
That's right, 2025.
21st century.
There's this. It's all good.
It's the
Same
21st,
thing.
right?
21st century.
All right.
Year 2025.
You
The year of our
on
Lord.
this pod.
2025.
The year of the snake.
Okay. So the dogs were behind the door.
Behind.
She was like, I brought my dogs, and I was like, okay.
She was very excited.
She was stoked. She was like, do you care? Do you want me to? Can I bring them out? Do you want to see them? And I was like, of course. She brings them out, and they're just two little dogs. One of them had a very Russian name. She was very nice.
Yeah, I don't remember that name, but
one of the dogs named was Melissa.
Really?
First time I've heard that name for a dog. Yeah.
I love when people have like a very human-ass sounding name for their dog.
A human name for a dog is the move.
Like they're like, this is John, my beagle. And you're like, all right.
All right. I'm not going to wear these the whole thing, but
why?
Let's talk about... Because I was going to do it on my own and then you forced me and now I feel obligated.
I just wanted to say solidarity shades.
No, I wanted to say that. I brought these. Okay? I brought these in. This wasn't pre-planned. No, but we need to talk about why the shades.
I will, but I do want to say that this lady downstairs...
Okay.
Not forced, but she suggested to me just very lightly, like, oh, have you tried Kratom?
Oh.
Because they have energy drinks that have Kratom. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I do know what Kratom is.
Makes you cuckoo bird.
Yeah.
And it's very, like, discerning because the bottle says 0 alcohol, 0 cannabis, but, like, it is a stimulant. Like, I heard somebody speak at a meeting that, like, Kratom was their thing. Like, you can get hooked on it and it can ruin your life.
It'll take you to another universe, Kratom.
And so...
it's like legal psychedelics.
It's hilarious to, like, be sober and coming, like, all happy from my meeting, and then she's like, hey, would you like a Kratom? And I'm like, I'm good. Pusher man.
Would you enjoy a Kratom?
Yeah, because some people don't know that. If you're watching at home, that is not a loophole for sobriety. Now, Celsius, that is what you can have whenever you're a sober child of God. But
caffeine, self-loathing, and
Celsius. That's going to be their new tagline. Sponsor us. So y'all, I have a very gnarly eye infection, and that is why I'm wearing this. I'm on day 4 of having this. Basically, the way I would describe it is, so Monday, I told you the first day when it started, I was like, something's going on. I think I have a sty. It was very itchy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tuesday, I woke up with what I would describe as like a swollen pussy on my eyelid.
Whoa. Swollen vagina.
Let's show the people at home. This is basically... That's basically what I woke up to.
Okay.
And I would say like swollen pussy lip on the lid, and then also like a little butthole in the corner. I don't know if y'all can see that butthole action. It's like a little...
I don't like how we're describing this.
It's just a genitals on the eye of some kind is how I would...
I see. This looks a little like... you say that, and then I think of...
See the butt?
Do I see the butt?
It's right here.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
It's like a little pursed ani.
I can see a little butt.
Anal eye.
I think. So
yeah, that was not fun, y'all. That was very painful.
Did you think you were turning into Sloth from the Goonies?
I thought that, like, I mean, I showed people on my girls' chat pictures of this, and they were like, "You got to go to the doctor. Like, you don't want to mess with your vision."
That's never fun.
And once I hear that blindness is like a risk, you can bet I'm headed to the urgent care, because I just heard of somebody going blind.
Did you really?
Like at our age, like just normal, like that would be the worst. I think going blind later in life would be so much worse than just being born blind, because if you're born blind, you don't know anything else, right? But like if you're already midway through your life, and then all of a sudden you're stricken with blindness. I mean, is there anything worse? Like you already know what like a sunset looks like, and you know what you're missing out on.
See, but I almost feel like the flip. It's like, okay, I am blind now, but some people are born blind that will never get the opportunity to see these things, to be able to have witnessed it, and then you become blind. It's like, okay, well, at least I know now. Like, I was able to do it. You probably have blind homies you start hanging out with that are like, yo, don't insult the fact that you once saw, dude. Like, don't bring that up. But, you know what I'm saying?
Like, imagine trying to learn Braille, like, now. Like, you know, a child's brain is a sponge.
Yeah.
You can learn Braille. Like, Helen Keller, she probably aced her test, you know, in Braille.
Why do you think she's quoted so many times? She was very, very gifted.
Yes.
In a lot of ways. Like, if you're a little kid, your little brain is just anything that you can learn and do and all that. And like,
that's the best time to learn a language, anything. But like if I become blind and just in one eye, that really affects the looks. And if y'all want to see how much it affects the looks, now please cut to this photo, Alex, which is what I looked like not 2 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little like downy.
Don't
it's not
tell me that you cannot see it. I kept showing it to people, and they kept going, I can't see it. Like, I ran into my neighbor walking my dog, and I like lifted my glasses, and she was like, I can't really tell. I'm like, you can't tell? You can't tell.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a good excuse to get out of work, personally.
I mean, yeah, I had to get out of work because
it's not as bad, I guess. You know,
you don't want to be at the upper echelon club in LA waiting on freaking. Alec Baldwin came in the other day.
Whoa!
Like, you
fresh
don't want
off
to be
a trial, baby. You beat the case.
You don't want to be talking to like A-list peeps.
Maybe
you're not waiting on Sir Ben Kingsley with one eye, one butthole eye. I mean, I had to call out. What was I going to do?
I don't know. I mean, I would just like really show up and like lead in with the eye. You know what I mean? Oh, welcome.
Listen, I wouldn't even go in that place without makeup on. Like, you can't.
You got to stunt a little bit in there. You gotta be on point.
You have to come correct.
You got to come correct to any job.
Yes.
But one where you're like up and being personable and having to make sure people are taken care of. That people who have the yearning that they're paying the money to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Like you got to do it.
You got to have both eyes on the prize.
Yeah. So, but you still worked though.
Today I worked. It was the first day I went back and I just threw on the shades.
Those ones.
Not these. They looked kind of more like your shades, actually. These are like, what do you call it? Like the approved uniform shades that they gave us.
Oh, these are the approved ones.
Yes. They look more like yours. But I like a big shade. I like to cover, because underneath there's like a ball sack thing happening. And I'm sorry, I just keep making these.
Why is it all genitals? Yeah,
because that's what it looks like. It literally looks like the puffy
you, like,
eye.
Interpret it as like a Van Gogh, like a painting. Like you're like, oh my god, this kind of looks like a sunset or a Cosmo.
It's like a pillow. Okay, you want that? It's a pillow under my eye.
Not. It's like a little pillow.
Yeah, it's like a little preview of what it's going to be like to be 99. And I'm not into it.
Gosh, you're coming in on a hot, cynical one today, but keep going.
You know what's weird too? The puff, like whenever you press it, it stays.
Yeah.
Is that how it's going to be when we're older? Because you see people with those bags under their eyes, and like, if you touch it, there's a fingerprint in it.
Bro, my wife has had me on a skincare routine.
Good.
Skincare routine.
Keep those products fresh and new, or you're going to
I've been feeling good. I was having a little bag saggage going down. You know what I mean? I was like, because I'm working a lot. You know, I'm trying to keep up with comedy,
stress.
Keep up with the podcast, stress, not really sleeping great. It's tough times out here.
Yeah.
We're grinding. We're trying to do what we got to do. Life is good, don't get me wrong, but you get tired. I got bags under the eyes. Wife, she's like, oh, I'm going to do a little facial routine. You want me to get some stuff? And I'm like, yeah, do it.
What'd you get you? A little caffeine in that eye cream?
I got a little caffeine eye cream. Like, it's like a serum.
Yeah.
I do in the morning.
It's got to have caffeine in it.
Yeah, and then at night, it's like a kale and like green tea or something, like wash. And then I put a little dream oil on and I get all nice. And then
dream oil.
And then I got like a little thing for under the eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm waking up and I'm just feeling good. Like I feel good when I wake up. My skin doesn't feel like,
this is so, this is why you need a wife.
But then she told me that there's like whale semen in it or some shit that I didn't know of. Yeah.
You know about that whale semen?
So it's just like, that's what it is?
It's real good. Whale semen really helps your fine lines.
Is that what it is though? Seriously?
It's snail mucin. I think that's what you're referring to.
Yes. That's
snail
the thing.
mucin. Which is snail cum, I think.
Which would be harder to get than whale.
Listen, you just got to bring in a little snail fluffer.
Snail fluff, yeah. Yep.
And then they get
little
it all.
Snail fluffer. Little tweezers like they put on the top of a nice dessert at a 5-star restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like an episode of The Bear. Like just trying to get that serum, trying to get it right. Like,
it's a good product. I'm glad that Brittany has Britt's got you straight.
She's got me straightened out as usual.
Yeah.
Story of our relationship.
I mean, because most guys, what are y'all doing? I know we have a lot of male followers on here for the hang. Are you just winging it? Like, are you thinking it's never gonna catch up with you? Just putting like Irish Spring on your face every night?
Let me tell you,
Father Time is coming for you. You got to get the snail mucin.
Do you get the snail mucin, or just I don't know, get some dream oil. Get yourself some dream oil.
I don't even have dream oil.
This shit, I'm telling you, is my favorite. It smells good. Yeah, and like I've been, when I start doing something, I get a little like I like it to be involved in the habit every day.
Yeah,
like it's part of the routine now. Mm-hmm. To try to develop as much as possible, whatever.
But
now it's like that smell. I associate it with going to bed and relaxing.
Right. Yeah, you're supposed to, there's a phrase, I think Hailey Bieber said this, you're supposed to slide into your bed like a glazed donut. That's how lubricated you should be all over.
Yeah.
Just glistened up.
Yeah, because it's like your skin gets dehydrated.
Yes.
Right.
But I think,
these are things we need to learn, young men.
In my case, this was either an old product, which is disgusting. I'm going to have to get all new stuff now. Either an old product got in my eye, like an eyeliner or whatever, because as a woman, not only do you have to pay for those things at Sephora, you have to keep them current now as well, or you will end up freaking blind. But you know what it also could have been?
What?
The doctor said sometimes an irritant from the air can get in.
That's a scary thing to hear. Yeah, that's
and we've had all these fires, and there's all this shit blowing around. But I have discovered I have a new pet peeve.
Yeah.
I'm one of the, like, whenever people are always like, my pet peeve is this, I'm like, I don't really know. Like, what are mine? I now know. Bryan Agnew.
Tell me.
My pet peeve is people using blowers in this city.
Blowers.
It's constant.
What?
Have you not noticed this?
Oh, leaf blowers.
Leaf blowers. Okay?
Okay.
You're walking around and, whatever gardener is just blowing dust. Or it's not even, there's no garden. There's no foliage. There's no green. It's just like, it's concrete and they're blowing dust for some reason. You haven't seen this? It's all over the city.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've noticed it.
And so there's just clouds of stuff in the air at all times.
I can't believe they're trying to keep this place clean after all we've been through.
But I mean, they're just shooting it up willy-nilly. And you know what? The homeless people do it too. Okay?
It's a little particle that got in the eye.
I'm sorry, unhoused. Don't cancel me.
Who said unhoused?
I've seen the unhoused people do it as well. You give these people a blower, they go to town.
Oh, anything really.
They get like, some power tools in their midst and they're going to go crazy. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff blowing and going in these streets.
God forbid the winds kick up.
I know.
No, there's some serious particles in the air. That's a scary thought.
Look, say what you want, but there's a lot of gardeners in this town.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a lot of gardeners. And there's not even a lot of gardens.
There aren't a lot of gardens.
There's a lot of yards. They're looking busy, and I think, one way to look busy is to just get a blower and just start shooting stuff into the air.
So you're saying that these are illegal immigrants that are doing this? And this is why?
And this is the political part of our podcast.
This is why?
No, they're probably legal, but they're probably just hardworking.
They're probably not, though. Let's be honest.
And I'm not going to speak to their documentation.
Which is fine.
I'm going to speak to the fact that
be honest.
They're working too hard is what they're doing.
They're working so hard, they're blowing dust in your eye, so you got to go to urgent care.
I feel like whoever's paying them is inside, and they just want them to hear the noise to think that there's gardening happening for longer than it is.
Bro, if I was a gardener, I would literally sit on the porch, turn the blower on, and just chill.
And just start scrolling.
And then I'd move it.
Get on TikTok.
Honestly, I'd probably just sit there with the blower and my phone and just kind of walk around.
I think that's what I've seen many a time.
Yeah.
And I'm out in these streets. Like I'm walking around.
I'm out in the streets.
And there's so many times when I just, I feel something land. My hands are full with your Uber Eats order because you're calling it in high and lazy, and I can't wipe it away.
No, it's true.
And now 3 days later, I'm at the urgent care spending all my damn money.
Damn. That shit sucks.
Anyway, that was one part of my week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens.
Did you have a good week?
Yeah, it's Thursday.
We last spoke.
I've had a good week. It's been a good week.
You've been working a lot.
I've been working a lot, dude.
Been working late.
I'm getting up early. Yeah. I'll try to get into the office by like 8. I like to try to work out beforehand if I can. And then I'll be there till like 6 or 7. And then if I don't get the chance to work out before, I'll try to get it somewhere,
He's getting it in, y'all. Now, whenever you're finished at the gym, are you partaking in the spa, the steam room, all these things, or do you go straight home to Britt?
Oh, I go straight home. But usually I'll try to get it in the morning. And then I can shower and just go right to work.
Because I got a new thing that I can't end my night without doing, and I love it.
What?
Okay, so, y'all, I have discovered through doing my deliveries that there's this one nice building that has the nice-ass amenities.
That you want to live in.
I actually have lived in it before.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever Nikki Glazer was on Dancing with the Stars, we lived in this building.
Okay.
So, because they put you up.
Right. Yes. Go back to episode 10 where we discussed this with Charlotte McKinney.
We did. We talked about this a little bit. So that's how I kind of knew my lay of the land of this building.
Okay.
And I delivered to it. And I delivered to one building that if you say like, hey, I'm here to deliver to building 2, it takes you right up to an elevator that you can access the hot tub, the sauna, the steam room, the gym with no passcode.
Whoa.
So I'm taking my knowledge from years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm applying it to my new knowledge that I have now. And I'm hustling, and I got a free hot tub a block from my house.
You got a free hot tub. Is it just the hot tub?
That's right. Well,
Pool
no,
too, or?
it's everything. It's steam room.
Oh.
They have a sauna, everything.
Incredible.
But I'm trying.
How long do you have it free for? Like, what are you doing? This is like a very Mission Impossible every night adventure thing.
Yes, and
like,
it's fun. It's
you're
fun
like an outside
like,
cat roaming the streets.
Yeah.
But you have a little place where you get your hot milk.
Exactly.
Right before you go to sleep.
I know where to go, and I know where this guard takes his break. When he takes his break, it's from 9 to 9:30.
I don't know if we should be talking about this.
I don't say the building, so
All
I can't
right.
get in trouble.
Okay.
And I don't say the delivery service.
That's true, but maybe.
So, but I have discovered now that this guy takes his break, so I don't even have to lie. Because what he does is he's in the little guardhouse.
Yeah.
And there's a gate.
Yep.
And so usually you pull up and you're like, hey, building 2. And then they open the gate and then you go to where this elevator is, which I already knew about.
Yep.
So I just helped myself.
Yeah.
Like I delivered there one night and then I was like, let me see like if anybody even checks this hot tub. And I like looked, I'm like, oh, it's open and there's nobody there. So anyway, now I know that this guy takes his break from 9 to 9:30. He just leaves the gate open because God forbid somebody should do a delivery and he can't buzz them in, and everybody in this fucking town is delivering, paying 4 times the price of whatever food so they can get it cold and 45 minutes later. But that's neither here nor there. I love it. Keep doing it because I got a free hot tub out of it.
Fuck yeah.
And nobody's ever in there.
How many weeks have you been doing this little scam for?
I mean, I'm on about a month right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You've been doing this for 4 weeks?
Yes.
4 weeks?
Yes. That's how I discovered that when the guy takes his break. I've really like done the research. I've laid the groundwork.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Is it relaxing even though you might get caught?
That's a good point.
Or is it like the thrill is kind of like the point? Like you're going because it's kind of dangerous.
It is.
But it's also like I'm in here and I'm relaxing at the same time. And if someone was to come in, the fuck's it going to say?
You're so right.
Anyone going to say? If
the
someone
thrill
came
is
in,
half of it.
But also if the security guard comes back and you're in there, that doesn't mean shit. That just means
the building is such a maze to deliver to. He doesn't know. He thinks I've been delivering the food for half an hour. I don't stay. Like a hot tub is not an experience that lasts that long anyway.
Got you.
All these things have a time limit. Like I'm not trying to just chill.
But what if you like somehow, I mean, have you indicated that you're like with the delivery service? I guess you have to.
I have, but now that I know when this break happens, I feel better about that because I don't have to lie.
I just feel like...
But I'm also not hurting anybody.
You're not hurting anyone, but also like, you know what? Why not just hang out, see what happens when he comes back and just be like, it's so funny, I live here too. Like, and then it's like, you're like, I come in, I deliver to this building a lot. Yes, but I live here. And like, that's how I pay the rent.
Right,
and then you don't have to worry about oh my God, is he going to come back? Like, it's just going to be like, or.
I mean, there's never even a point to tell him that. Like, just whenever I'm pulling away, you mean? Just like wave to the guardhouse and be like, hey, I live here too. Isn't that great?
No, I'm saying you wait. You wait. You go there, you sneak in, you do your very illegal thing, you trespass.
Yeah.
Just kidding. And you wait it out. Mm-hmm. He gets off his break. He comes back. He's like, hey, what's this chick doing in the hot tub?
But he won't see it because he's in the guardhouse. He's chilling in the guardhouse.
So what, is he doing the rounds?
I don't think he does the rounds in the women's...
They got security cameras?
It's a women's like locker room. So he can't technically go in there and see. See what I mean? It's not co-ed.
So there's no need to worry. I thought it was like a communal...
No, there's a women's side and a men's side. This building is nice.
Got you.
Okay,
so well then
nobody's going to catch me.
So there's no need to worry.
Except for, these other people in the building, like if they notice like, hey, she doesn't live here, but it's so huge you don't know who lives there.
If it's a guy security guard, he's not going to go in the ladies' locker room.
Exactly.
It's not I mean, I guess he could, but it'd have to be like suspicious. There'd have to be a camera in the sauna, which would be wild.
They can't do it.
You know what I mean?
And I put my stuff in a paper sack.
This is a foolproof plan.
So whenever I get out of the car and I go, my towel, my shower shoes and everything, they're in a paper sack. So like on camera, it looks like, oh, there she goes, delivering her groceries.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I got it all thought out.
I like it.
I don't stay too long because, you can't.
Well, you can, I think, though. I think that's what we're establishing now is you can stay.
But I'm saying in a hot tub, there's only, so long before you're just like,
for
sweating out my
Valentine's Day.
tox.
Oh, yeah. For Valentine's Day, the wife and I went to this place called Pause. Have you heard of these?
Oh, I have heard of Pause, yeah.
So you got like infrared sauna, cold plunge.
That's a good spot.
Yeah. She wanted to do it, like she wanted to put together Valentine's Day this year, and that's what she did.
That's cute.
It was very sweet.
Co-ed?
Nope. You get your own private room.
Oh, so you spent Valentine's Day apart, relaxing.
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you meant like.
No, you get like just as us.
You're together. Okay,
us.
gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha,
your own private room. Yeah.
All right. That's so fun.
It was cool, man. It was cool.
Did you? So, are there other couples in there, or is it just you two?
No. It is a private room, Carlisle.
With all those things.
Yes.
Infrared.
Yes. You just rent it out. It's like it's such a smart business idea.
Yeah.
It's like you got the sauna in there and then the cold plunge, and it's a shower as well. And you get in there, it's very nice. The music's cool. You can like put your Bluetooth on there, whatever. And I don't know how many rooms they have, like 10 probably.
Yeah.
But hour long session. I'm sure you can do longer.
However long it takes you to come.
They got a float tank. Yeah, all over the wood of the sauna. Yeah. Shit.
Sorry, I made your wholesome Valentine's Day dirty for this is a clean podcast, y'all.
That's okay. It's okay. I know Valentine's Day is triggering for you. I shouldn't have brought it up. Should have left it alone.
Not. I actually love Valentine's Day.
What did you do this Valentine's Day?
What did I do?
This is a minute that we're talking about this, but it's okay. We didn't talk about it. Tell me what you did.
It was a couple weeks ago. I treated myself like I never get sad if I don't have a love or whatever. I still just like buy myself gifts. Because
what do you buy yourself?
So I have my photo shoot coming up, and I treated myself to an IV, like a beauty IV.
They have those there as well at Pause.
Yeah, I bet they do. And IV hydration therapy is the way to go if you have like something coming up. And they had a special. It was very affordable. Mm-hmm. And I had worked all week. So I was like, this is what I'm going to do for myself.
Yeah.
And then I got some Valentine cupcakes for myself and for my neighbor who's also single. And I took them over to her.
Sweet. And very nice.
Yeah. Sorry to recap on a Valentine's Day 2 weeks later, y'all. But
you know
can
what?
I tell you about the photo shoot? Because I had a funny story.
Wait, no, let's talk about Valentine's Day quick. Okay. So after we got done doing that, we went to...
After you made a child, brought a life into this world, okay? Probably, maybe. Remains to be seen.
In the future. In the future.
Sorry, after a worker at the Pause studio cleaned up your unborn child that was going to come into the world. Sorry, like for my last Agnew family that watches this.
It's the last possible swimmer that could actually have made it.
Yeah.
Just left on pause on the floor.
You put him on pause.
Put him on pause. Pause. God, I don't even have anything to say to that. God, you're so gross.
I'm sorry. I'm just in a dirty mood today, I guess.
What was I going to say? Oh, Air One.
Yeah.
I went to your favorite spot.
My favorite.
You love it. I don't know why you love it. It is so unnecessarily expensive.
But that's the only place I will deliver from.
It's delicious. Yes. It's smart to deliver from there. That's smart. That's very smart. To shop from there, though, not clever.
No.
That's not a...
No.
We went there. We got the hot bar, like you've recommended so many times.
Yes.
And
did you do my trick? Bomb. Did you not let them heavy the tray down? Like, this is the thing. It's all about weight. You can't let them just slam on the mashed potatoes to where it's like 5 pounds. You got to be like, whoa. Just a little dink of this and a little dink of that.
Yeah, he was cool about it. He didn't try to pull any bullshit.
Did you tell him a dink will do you?
I didn't say a dink will do me, no. But I said, why the fuck is it $47 per plate? Like, why did I got 3 total items and we checked out and it was $100?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. It's totally fine. But it's crazy. Air One, I don't know about it. It was amazing. And I could see why people go. The lady was like, at checkout, she was like, do you want to sign up for like rewards or whatever the hell? And I'm like, no, I never want to be back here again. Like, why are you even asking?
Be returning.
We won't be coming back. This is insane. Have you heard of inflation? This is unnecessary inflation. These are luxury items that shouldn't be a luxury item.
Y'all, they have, for those of you that don't live in a place with air one, there's literally.
It's a Sprouts. It's a fancy ass grocery store.
Yes. But there is a single bottle of water in there that's $26.99, and that is a fact.
I saw honey in there, a jar of honey.
Yeah.
$100.
What?
$100 for a jam-shaped jar of honey.
Like a mason jar of honey.
Mason jar of honey, $100. This place is awesome. No, this place, it really is really good, but also so like good. It's insanely expensive. It's like
really beautiful people in there too.
There are pretty people in there because these are the same people who are going and sticking needles in their face just to look pretty. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like daily and hourly. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But
I thought you just spoke highly of IV therapy.
IV. Oh yeah, IV. Yes. No, IV. Yes, that makes sense.
Involved.
Yeah, they had. Yeah. There was an IV. There was a cold plunge, and there was an infrared sauna, and then we went to Erewhon.
It's very LA of y'all.
Here's a real quick. It was so LA. Jesus, you're right. Here's a quick rundown of Erewhon. If Trader Joe's got pure cocaine from Colombia and did it every night, Trader Joe's would be Erewhon.
Yes.
Straight up. If Pablo Escobar delivered the cocaine to Trader Joe's,
that's the perfect way to describe
Trader Joe's would be Erewhon.
Yeah.
Gotta step your game up, Chi-Jo's.
Oh my God.
It was amazing though. Yeah.
You'll be back.
We'll go back. It's a monthly thing. That's a luxury item.
I used to live above one. This is like literally why I have to do deliveries now. I lived above an Erewhon for a year. And you try living above a grocery store, everybody kept going, whoa, no matter what you do not go downstairs to that grocery store. Like people would come over and visit and they'd be like, you don't actually shop here, do you? And I was like, no, God, no. You try being high at night
and not going and getting something
and not going.
Can I tell you this?
Being a drinker and not going. They have wine. They have free wine on Fridays.
Do they really?
Yes.
Well, they should. They should be giving it out. They should be providing meals to the homeless. What they're doing is robbery.
They have beer tastings all the time. Like, I loved it. I grew quite obsessed with it.
I guess they have really good burritos, too, apparently. I don't know.
But,
I'm sure they make a good tuna sandwich.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What do they do with all that hot food? They just throw it out?
Well, there's like health and like there's probably some hilariously stupid regulation about you can't do that. It's not safe. I work in
food service. You actually can't. Because you
can't do it with to-go orders. Did you know you can't do it with like grab and go orders that people will drop off at companies?
Yeah.
I used to work at a company that used to do this. Thousands of people worked at this company. They would have a shit ton of leftover grab and goes, just plastic, grab and go meals from restaurants, just to-go food. And if people didn't need it at the actual place it was delivered to, they couldn't take it and distribute it elsewhere. Makes zero sense.
That's such bullshit.
They'd have to throw it away. Crazy.
Give these fentanyl junkies a free meal, why don't you?
Come on. Karen Bass is out there. Smiling and quacking.
I'm not trying to laugh and sound like a cunt, but whenever you live in this city amongst them, it does get hard to be sympathetic because, like, for example, today, before this podcast, needed something from CVS, went to CVS, there was an unhoused person in the aisles with his shoes off, clipping his toenails.
My thing is like, it's not...
Did you hear me?
Yeah, no, but here's the thing.
He's not even shocked. Like, this is the city we live in.
No, that's fucking wild. But this is the city we live in. This is the city's
This is why
stupidity.
I had to get an associate to come and unlock the cabinet that the Noxzema face wash was in because of people like that, because they're going to steal it. But this guy, I'm pretty sure he was using the clippers and then he was going to put them back.
Whoa.
That's why he was doing that. And so I went and told...
they give those away for free at Erewhon on Wednesday.
I was kind of a Karen. not a Karen in the sense of a Karen Bass, because then I would have just let it happen and looked the other way. But a Karen in the sense that I went and got a CVS person, and I was like, "Excuse me, sir, is this okay?
Yeah.
Is this all right?" And he was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for telling us." And then they did absolutely nothing. But
no, but it is the way. It's the way.
This is just what we see every day.
It's
y'all.
not cool. You're right. It's a problem.
This is why we pay thousands and thousands of dollars to live here, for experiences like this.
Yeah, that's a fact. We went down a couple weeks back. We went to a friend's their son's their son's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Coolest 2-year-old birthday party I've ever been to in my life. It was dope.
That's a very LA phrase.
It was
only
wild.
In LA is a 2-year-old's birthday party anything you want to be at.
It was really cool. Like I'm saying, in terms of being a 2-year-old, like that would blow your mind, but they're never gonna remember it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
You know who started all this?
People were getting like headshots at this place.
That sounds like a good party favor. I'd take that.
No, it was just like family photos and shit.
This is all because of the Kardashians. Because they started doing that show, and I know you don't watch it.
No, I've seen it for sure.
But like every child's birthday has a theme that's like Coachella.
No, moms
Alice
have been
in
doing
Wonderland.
this shit for years.
No,
though.
but I'm saying the Kardashians took it to another level.
Oh, like rich.
To where these LA parties, like that's what they're seeing. And also Instagram. Instagram is also to blame because let's be real, that's what half of it is. They just want to stunt on the gram and show like, hey, we rented a baby elephant for Bobby's third. And then
look at this sick baby giraffe that we found.
Yes.
We saved it. Come and pet it.
Seriously.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's true. That's a good point. I hope that's not the intent.
Tell me more about the headshots. I should have been invited to this.
You would have loved it. The photographer there was like giving direction. He had an assistant. They were like super da-da-da-da. They were taking family photos, and then everyone could just go and get photos. My wife made us get photos before we left. They were like, it was, this huge
free Christmas card.
Yeah. It was in this really cool like studio. Yeah, it was nice. It was cool. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. My point was we were there. It was downtown. Mm-hmm. And then we got to go through, like we went fucking
risk
through
your life.
Bro, we went through Skid Row for sure.
Yeah.
Because we were like, south of Main Street?
I wouldn't have gone.
And
free headshots or no?
Going towards 7th. Yeah, like 7th. Yeah. So.
There are rich parts, but come on. I mean.
Los Angeles?
No, of downtown, like this area
downtown,
you're talking about. Yeah. I'm sure it was dope, but like...
No, it wasn't. It was gentrified. Their studios were there, and then everything else was the hood.
It's gentrified, but like eventually you're going to have to walk the dog a couple blocks, and you're going to get robbed. You know what I mean? Like I could never do downtown. That's kind of my hard and fast rule.
No, I agree. There are really cool parts, but like you're right. It's the richer areas.
And they keep saying, no, but this part's cool. I'm like, but 2 blocks from it, you're literally like in danger.
Yeah. No, but we drove through Skid Row. My wife hasn't really seen that like in a minute.
You sheltered her from that.
I haven't sheltered her from
That's
shit.
A good
She's
husband.
been here longer than I have.
Really?
Yeah. She's been here. Yeah.
Well, I love that she got a little culture with her birthday.
She was like, I can't believe how bad it's gotten. I was like, this isn't that much worse than it was, babe.
This is always how it's been.
But it is like wild.
Yeah.
You forget. We're desensitized, which is a problem. The fact that you're telling me about a guy clipping his toenails in the store.
It's nothing.
And I'm sitting here Hollywood. Like annoyed and angry versus.
That's a good CVS.
That's a quality homeless person.
Listen, that's where I buy my face wash. I'm not Sephora.
Not the
up
one.
Like you and Britt.
Hey, I haven't been to a Sephora.
But the free headshots does sound cool. I had a very interesting headshot experience this week. Since I've seen you.
How did it go? Tell me about it.
Since I've seen you, Hang Gang, let me just tell you about this. This is a very LA moment. And this is what a $300 headshot session will buy you. So I've shot with this guy before. I'm not going to use the name because of this story. And I love him. He does great work.
In case he's watching, she loves you.
Yeah, I really like the work and all that. And I was very aware that it was going to take place at his apartment.
Okay.
Just fine. You know, we cut corners where we can. We're all just out here trying to survive.
Some people work out of their house.
Some people work out of their home.
Yeah.
You know, it's a 1-bedroom apartment, but it's got a balcony. He sets it up with a little screen and creates the lighting that's reflecting off of the Hollywood Hills. Like, it's close to the hills. It's a nice apartment.
Totally.
So I get there and he's like, oh, yeah, you can throw your clothes on my bed. Like, you bring lots of changes of clothes. He's like, just throw them on the bed. Let's look at your outfits. And, oh, yeah, my mom's in there. Make sure to say hello.
Oh, shit, his mom's in there?
And there's literally, like, this woman just reading a book in the corner. And she barely looks up. Like, she doesn't say nice to meet you or anything. He's just like, that's my mom. And, all right, what do we got? Let's see what color T-shirt you brought. like it was just the most normal thing. And I was like, huh, okay. And I thought, maybe it is a normal thing. Whatever. She's just going to quietly read. Now, as the photo shoot goes on, I kind of start to piece some things together.
Okay.
Like there was like a thing written on the wall that was like her schedule that was kind of like reminders of things to do, like brush teeth, comb hair. And then I'm like, oh, this poor guy. Like he's taking care of his mom that has dementia. Or Alzheimer's or something. Yeah. Again, we're all just trying to make it in this city. But I thought it was hilarious that I was like, one of the times I'm in the bathroom changing and I hear his mom and she like kind of shuffles out. She finally comes out of her reading corner and she's like, I need to smoke. And he's like, no, Mom, no. And she's like, yes, I need to smoke. And he's like, you can't smoke. And she's like, yes, I can.
Did she spark up?
No, she waited. It was so funny. So then I came out and I was just like, how's this? And he's like, great. Okay, let's go back out on the balcony. Because like it was all set up like a photo corner. So I think that's where she was trying to smoke. So then she just, at some point.
You're in her smoking spot.
Yes. There's a photo shoot happening where this poor woman remembers she last had a cigarette. And she doesn't remember much, according to the sign on the wall. But I come in at one point and she's just like crashed out on the bed where like my clothes are laid out. And I'm like scooting them over. And he sees me kind of clock it, and he's like, oh, I guess my mom decided to take a nap. Like,
oh, man. This is wild. How long was the photo shoot?
It was like a couple hours, like 2.5 hours.
It was a 2.5 hour photo shoot? Yeah, fuck.
Wow. Again, I mean, that's a good bargain,
I mean, yeah, I think
Unlimited looks, it said.
And you're kind of getting direction and being humbled a little. Like, okay, this broad is great, but humbled. Can I smoke now? Like,
Never said a word to me.
You should have asked her if you guys could have smoked together and you could have got that in the... That'd have been a cool headshot.
Well, whenever I was leaving, I finally go in the bathroom to change into like back my normal clothes to go and continue delivering people's Chinese food for the rest of the day. And I come out and she's finally just toking on one.
God bless. Good.
And it was on the balcony. So that's what she was wanting to get to, her smoking spot.
She you forgot something. She runs and gives it to you. Oh, you forgot this, by the way.
But I thought that was pretty funny.
That is funny, dude.
Just,
I'm sure the headshots turned out well, though. Have you seen them yet?
I haven't seen them. I think they're in my inbox right now, but I have not stopped today. I've been going nonstop. But it was Thursday that I was supposed to get them. So, yes.
Nice. Yeah, it's been a busy week. I had a show on Tuesday at Flappers.
Oh, yeah.
Or was it Tuesday?
Is this your first show as a past paid regular?
Paid regular at Flappers, baby.
Hello, Jay Leno's Club. If y'all don't know, it's in Burbank.
Yeah, it is in Burbank. It was really cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to go check that out. I have one coming up at Flappers. Oh, I can plug. I have this to plug. I will also be at Flappers on March 30th.
Okay, amazing.
Are you coming?
I'll be there. 100% I'll be there.
I love that crowd.
I have a show in March too. I don't know what day though. At Flappers.
Tell the audience.
I have a show tomorrow at the Fourth Wall, which is Friday. This will release
will not
before.
See this.
I have a show, but you won't be able to go to it. It's tomorrow in Hollywood, but it's okay. It's gonna be a little cafe show. Very humble, very cool.
Yeah.
Fourth Wall shout out.
There you go.
Shout out, Joe.
We love Joe Menente, the owner.
Yeah, he's the man.
But Yeah. What else do we want to?
Wait. Didn't you had a show at the Comedy Store though?
I had a show. Didn't I tell
another
y'all
one
about that?
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did. I think you're right. So last Monday, I had a great set at the Comedy Store that like reinvigorated my love for comedy.
Yeah, and it was a good lineup, right?
It was a great lineup. Patton Oswalt, Craig Robinson. Patton actually watched my set, which that never happens with like, the bigger headliners. They don't stick around and watch. But he was actually going after me. So he was in the room, and it kind of like made my night just to chat with him about, he had specific things that he liked, and
that's cool.
He's, I talk a lot about the place where I work, and he's a member there.
Okay.
So he was like, I love the stuff about beep. We're not going to say, because I do need to stay employed, but it was fun.
Good, man. I know. I'm excited to hear that. I don't know. I love it. I love hearing you talk about being reinvigorated by it and like having that conversation with someone.
It only takes one good set.
Only ever takes one good set, but also like having someone like a Patton Oswalt take interest and like talk to you in depth about your stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't, I'm not gonna say give notes, but definitely like have a conversation and like, oh, this could be cool, whatever. That's dope.
It felt so good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It felt like a win.
W. Chalking them up, baby. George W.
Y'all, thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel.
It really helps out. Leave a comment.
Ooh, comment would be cool.
We love a comment. We live for a comment.
I don't really care if you comment, but the fact that you're watching it all is the
only thing keeping me going
awesome.
At this point.
Give Carlisle a little love in the comment section.
Oh my God. This flew by. This was so fun.
This went fast, yeah.
All right.
Let's do it again next time.
Let's do it again next week. Y'all be right back here. Here
for the hang. Later.